speaking of from Canada, what a perfect segue, because my next guest is, I always call her my favorite Canadian, but now that Jose is from Canada too, now I can't. Oh, and Dawn, our webmaster here, is also from Canada. But you're one of my favorite Canadians. Hi, my love.
How are you?
Oh, look at this gorgeous.
How happy I am. I'm so happy to be here with you and to be here with everybody, and I'm just happy.
I am, and you are, as our Marcy would say, happy for no reason, but happy for good reason, because you're happy here. I love the set with the flowers and the picture. Anyway,
I set it up today.
gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to read your bio, and then we will get down to business. And that's like a real background, I could tell. It's not like one of those, screeny, okay. So here we go. Sonia Ricotti is the CEO of Lead Out Loud, which is a leading edge transformational company helping people around the globe achieve boundless success, yay, in all areas of life. She is a leading expert in personal transformation and is known around the world as a bounce back expert. We call her the bounce back queen. She is also the #1 best-selling author of Unsinkable: How to Bounce Back Quickly When Life Knocks You Down. She has won several leadership awards over the years, and most recently, I didn't know this, was nominated for the Woman of Influence Award by the Royal Bank of Canada. That's cool. I like that one. She's inspired millions with her breakthrough strategies and programs on how to overcome adversity, achieve financial abundance, and extraordinary success. In fact, her inspirational video messages on YouTube have been viewed by over 5 million people. She is also the executive producer of the popular feature film Unsinkable: The Secret to Bouncing Back. And I got to tell a little story. I have to tell a story on that. I remember when Sonia said to me, we were taking a walk, I don't know, maybe we both belong to this organization called the Transformational Leadership Council that was founded by Jack Canfield. And I don't know if that's where we were walking, and you said, I'm going to make a movie, and it's going to be like a feature-length movie. And I never am the discouragement committee, but I have to say, in my mind, I thought, how can just little old Sonia make a feature-length movie? But then I thought, wait a second, it's Sonia. She's going to do it, because people are often saying what they're going to do. And again, I am never the discouragement committee because people surprise me. But for you, for just a split second, I thought, could she really do it? And then I remembered who I was talking to. And I knew that there would be a feature-length movie, and it's sensational. And Marcy's in it too. Marcy was one of our panelists earlier today, and we're all just wanting to know what you say about success, because you've heard the conversation. It is so clear, and I admire Sonia so much because she is so sensitive to the situations that's going on in the world around injustice and around equality and around the wanting to do her part to help all people rise up. And she's just been impressing me to no end. I'm uncovering more layers of people who I've known for a long time, and just more layers that I didn't even know about them. And for you, it was how much you care about this. But can you tell us what success is? Because I know that you don't think it's about the big car and the nice house, but I would love to hear what you say about success and how we could live true success.
And I will share what my thoughts are around that. I just want to say one thing. First of all, it's funny you mentioned about the film earlier, because just now, because earlier I was thinking, I can't believe I made a movie. Like, how did that even happen? It was the hardest thing I've ever done. The other thing is, I didn't know you were thinking that when we had that conversation, which is interesting. And a mutual friend of ours actually said to me, you're funding the whole thing. Are you sure you're going to get your money back? And I remember thinking in my head, just so you know, because the mind is so incredibly important on when you want to become so successful and achieve what you want in life, whatever success means to you. But I remember when that person said that, I remember in that moment, that thought never entered my mind ever until that person said that. right? And then it's interesting how sometimes other people influence you in a negative way, but I immediately just shut it down. And I said, actually, I know I will, and it doesn't really matter, because in the end, it's even if I help one person through difficult times and I save one life, it will have been worth it, period. But it was interesting because I walked away going, well, I hope I get my money back, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But anyway, I just wanted to mention, and something you said earlier where about perfection, and there's never the right moment to you were talking about the Yes to Success program. And one of my favorite sayings is perfection is the enemy of success. And I am the biggest perfectionist on the planet, and it's something I've been working on over and over and over again. It's sometimes good enough is good enough, good enough is good enough, good enough is good enough. Go and do it. Stop waiting for, you know, the ducks to be in a row to do something, because in the end, we all have a mission. We all want to do something amazing with our lives. And if you're waiting, the same thing, even with this film, I was actually going to wait a year before releasing it. And because it wasn't exactly the timing, we were being rushed. And in the end, this isn't about me. It's about the transformation that's going to happen when people watch that. It's the lives that will be changed. And if you take yourself outside of it, and it's like, what success means to everyone is different. And if you have this amazing mission in life, that you have this message that you want to get out there. You want to live a bigger life, that you know that you will become a role model for your children, the people around you, your friends, your family, and actually, in my case, get out there and share the message that I have. Who am I to wait until it's perfect, until I say it's ready? Only then do you get to hear my message. No. Right? Now is the time. You said it earlier, you do not know whether you'll be alive tomorrow. I sent an email recently, and the subject line was, I opened 2 gifts this morning. It had the highest open rate ever. And in it was this. The bottom line is this. The 2 gifts that I opened that morning were my eyes. Okay. And so whatever it is in your life that you've been waiting for to do, and waiting for the perfect time to do it, there is no perfect time. There will never be a perfect time. The perfect time is right this second, because all you have is this moment right now anyway. Every other moment, the future and the past, are all thoughts. It's not even real. The only thing you have is this moment right now. So all of you that are watching right now, I love you with all my heart. You have amazing things to do on this planet. If you've been waiting to do it, stop waiting and start doing. All right. I don't know why that just was a download right now, but honestly, for me, we are all so way more powerful than we even believe. And we often allow other people to bring us down. And sometimes it's okay to be part of I Don't Belong Club, the I Don't Belong Club. The I Don't Belong Club is you not following all the other people on the planet, all the people in that box that are miserable. Most people are not happy. You don't want to be in that box, so stop following it. You want to step outside of that box, right? You want to be on that path that nobody has walked on, because that's your road to your greatest life. Most people are not happy in their lives. Most people are not. That's not you. All of you watching right now, obviously, you are ready to take your life to the next level. If you weren't there, you wouldn't be here. You'd be out watching a movie, watching Netflix, taking a walk outside, whatever you would be doing, you wouldn't be here. But you're different. You're different. You're here, right? So now is the time. There's no better time than right now. And Deborah is a really, really close friend of mine, and we've been friends for a really long time. And I love you to bits. And I shared you and this event with my entire community because I know how amazing you are. And I wanted everyone to know who Deborah Poneman is and the Yes to Success program. Anyway, I love you to bits. And success is available to everyone on the planet. And sometimes it can be the big house, it can be the beautiful car, and it can be inner peace. It can be transformation. It can be just living in the present in this moment. It can be loving each other. It can be just understanding that we're all connected and we are all one. We are not separated. We are all one. And we all have the ability to achieve amazing things in our lives, whatever that looks like for you. Just make sure that whatever those goals are, that they're for the right reasons. Because often we change goals, we chase goals, and once we reach them, we realize we're not happy anyway. In the end, you can achieve anything you want. You can have the big house, you can have the beautiful car, you can have the most amazing relationship, you can have all those things. And how you are being and who you are will determine whether you will be happy and loving achieving all those things.
Chills. Because that, that's like the frosting on the cake. You're the last speaker and you just nailed it. Because I've been trying to say it and you said it so eloquently. There's nothing wrong with the beautiful house and the beautiful car, but ultimately it's you. And if you are, is it about self-love? If you love yourself, but the appreciation, like when I have a friend, our mutual friend, our wonderful Marcy, just got this beautiful new house. And I love seeing her in the house because she also gets it right. She loves her house. She's proud of her house, but she's such a giver. And she's, she does the other parts of her life. So it's not just the house, right? So it's like what you are inside, then it's okay to have those things.
Well, the thing is most people, the way I look at it, most people are generally unhappy, but have some happy moments in their lives. And they spend their whole lives chasing those happy moments. I'll be happy when I have a new home. I'll be happy when I have that car. I'll be happy when I have that relationship. I'll be happy when my kids go to school. I'll be happy when I have the right job. I'll be happy when I have money in the bank. I'll be happy, I'll be happy, I'll be happy. What you want to do is get to a place where you're happy all the time and have some sad or sad times in your life. So you're happy in general, and the occasional life happens, things are going to happen. You're human, you're going to feel it. It's totally normal. And you want to get to a place where you are happy, you are content, and you have some unhappy moments. That is your greatest life. And yes, you want to achieve all these things, but in the end, most people are chasing these things thinking that will bring them happiness. Listen, I have been on both sides of that fence. I have been $124,000 in debt. I lost my home due to foreclosure. I lost that a relationship. My ex was an alcoholic. I mean, my whole life just fell apart at one point. So I know what it's like to hit rock bottom. I also know what it's like to be on the other side and be really, really successful and being able to build a multi-million-dollar business around helping people transform their lives and bounce back from difficult times. I've been on both sides. And the bottom line is this, is that no matter what side you are, you can always still be happy. You can be happy no matter what. Your life does not have to be perfect to be wonderful. The difference is now, yes, I have this success. Am I happier than I was before? I don't know if I'm happier than I was before. I feel way more peaceful than I did before, right? Because now I have that security that I have where I didn't have before. The bottom line is this: no matter what, you are at a place in life, wherever you are, it doesn't matter. In this moment, you can be peaceful and you can be happy, even in the midst of chaos. And you can move yourself forward to achieve the things you love to achieve. It's not good, it's not bad, it just is. But the journey of today, the journey to get there, which is your life, that is what's really important, because that is your life. And if you can get to a place where you're in a state of peace, a state of love, a state of gratitude, just this beautiful high vibrational state while you're achieving these things, when you do finally achieve them, life is even better. Because you have the stuff that you've always wanted. You don't need all that stuff to be happy. To be happy. You got all that stuff. It's a sense of accomplishment. And guess what? I'm also at inner peace and I'm loving light. I remember the owner of Zappos, which is Tony Hsieh. I was at an event. I was actually at his apartment and we were asking him questions. I was at a mastermind event and I asked him, what's your definition of happiness? And he said, happiness, to me, is knowing that, and I don't know if you don't know, for those of you who don't know him, he's very, very, very wealthy. And he said, happiness to me is knowing that I can lose it all tomorrow and still be happy.
Amen. Ooh, goosebumps. You keep giving me goosebumps. We call them God bumps. Oh, Sonia, okay.
Question, by the way, I don't even know if I answered it.
I don't know, whatever, yes, you did. And I have one more thing to ask you before our time is up. So if there were one, I know you teach so many things and in your wonderful movie, your Unsinkable movie, so many tidbits of knowledge. If there were one thing that you could share with people, just some little technique that they could take as they, after you leave, and they could take it with them, that they could, concrete thing maybe they can do to have a more life of more inner peace or more appreciation on the outside, or just something you could leave them with.
Oh yes, I've got a good one. Okay, so anytime you're in a place in your life that is, sorry, look at my unsinkable mug.
Oh, that's so cute.
Anytime you're in a place in your life that you're feeling sad, you're feeling angry, you're feeling down, you're feeling resentful, you're having all these negative feelings, you're feeling fearful, really stressed out, which is very common nowadays. I'm going to show you how to immediately get yourself to a place of peace. You ask yourself this question. First of all, before you even get to that, anytime you're feeling all those things, that means that you're either thinking about the future or you're thinking about the past, right? Your thoughts are causing you to feel the way you do. It's not what's actually happening. It's your thoughts about what's happening that's causing you to feel the way you do. Remember, you have whatever's going on outside, you feel a certain way, something happens in between. That in between thing is a thought. That thought about what's going on outside of you is causing you to feel the way you do, period. It's always when you're thinking of worrying about the future or thinking about something that happened in the past. Thoughts. So whenever you're in that state, you can't sleep at night, you're lying in bed, for example, and you're nervous and stressed and your mind's going a mile a minute, thinking about the future or thinking about the past or worrying about the future. You say to yourself this question: what problems do I have right this moment? Like right this second. As you are watching this event right now, not like, well, I have a problem because I'm $25,000 in debt. No. This second, this moment, which is your life. Anything other than this moment is a thought. This moment, you bring yourself back to this moment. That right this moment, you have no problems. Unless the dog is attacking you, there's a bear attacking you, you happen to be out in nature with your computer, I don't know. The reality is in this moment, you don't have any problems. This moment is your life. Everything else is a thought. Thinking about the future, worrying about the future, thinking about the past. And so anytime and I have used this over and over and over again. Anytime I'm in a situation where I'm feeling a little anxious, I remember one night I was sleeping and I was lying in bed and I couldn't sleep and I was really stressed out. It was around the time when my mom was ill and I was worried, what's going to happen? Is she going to pass away? What's going to happen? And then I remember asking myself, okay, so right this second, what problems do you have right now as you're lying in bed under the covers, you've got a roof over your head, temperature's perfect, I'm really cozy. What problems right this second do you have? None. Okay, so why don't we do this? Why don't you worry about that tomorrow? Right?
I bet you fell right asleep.
Oh, right asleep. I went to bed, right? And that's just anytime you're finding yourself in that situation where you're scared, you're nervous, you're stressed, what problems do I have right this moment? Just remember, this moment is your life. Everything else is a thought about the future or the past. Bring yourself to this moment. This moment is your life. And as you are planning for the future, you're still planning it in the present moment, right? This journey right now, as you're going through this journey of achieving what you want to achieve in your life, that's your life. The destination's great, but the journey itself is your life. If you're miserable during this journey trying to achieve something, chances are you're not going to achieve it. because the journey is so negative.
Well, I have to say that in this present moment, right now, looking at you on the screen, your beautiful self, your gorgeous heart, your brilliance, and I just invite everybody, just like feel that. It is, whoa, see, that was God. Either that or your dog. But did you get another dog?
Not,
Not
I,
yet.
so anyone who has seen the Unsinkable movie, my dog passed away.
Yeah, he was such a cute dog. He was like the co-star of the movie. He was adorable though. But really right at this moment, just at this moment, it really is truly, as they say, all good. And you are so good. You are such a pure soul and such a good person and so smart. When anybody in the transformation world, the name Sonia Ricotti, I think your middle name is she is so sharp, or she is so smart, or she is so beautiful, or she was. It's like all of those things are like your middle name because nobody says, "Oh, she's a jerk." It's always some compliment follows. Sonia Ricotti. So thank you, my loves. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful brilliance.
Thank you, Deborah, and thank you for doing all this. And for all of you watching right now, truly, I know you've been talking about the Yes to Success program. Deborah is the real deal. She's the real deal. Seriously, she's been a mentor to some of the biggest names on the planet, as I'm sure you already know. All right, so you are in really good hands. Don't even think twice about it. I mean, just think of her heart. Of what I was listening to what you're saying before. It's like nobody will be turned away. That's a big heart. Okay, don't even think twice about it. Follow your heart. Don't go by this, go by this. This will always guide you down the right path.
Beautiful way to, what a gorgeous way to end this section, because that's true success. Because if you're always thinking from up here, because the mind judges and the mind sees what's wrong and the mind sees what might go wrong, and the mind is filtered through all of these things that have happened in our lives that we think are the truth, but the heart, you just follow that, it won't lead you astray. So thank you for that beautiful piece of wisdom. I love you, girl.
I love you more.
Thank you for everything you do for the planet.
Thanks for having me. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Wow, that girl is amazing. Huh. So lovely. Look what everybody is saying about her. So lovely. Thank you, Sonia. You are truly inspiring. What a force for good. Blessing, Sonia. You are so beautiful.